Truth in the most sincerity. Shalom to you all. Yeah. Shalom to you, sincere sisters, as well. They're out there. Shalom to you, new listeners. And again, um, I have not been uploading on this page, which I'm basically back out of YouTube jail. I do have a new page, a backup, I guess, so to speak, that I will probably post either a link in the info box, or I'll pretty much post somewhere or another to communicate. So please, subscribe to my backup page as well. Uh, you know, it's good to already have one of those already up and ready. So you know, I don't have a title to this yet. I got a few things that I've been thinking on through the spirit this morning, last few days. Um, you know, and once I got bumps, let me get out of this neighborhood. All right. All right, I'm almost there. Just give me a second. All right. So again, Shalom. Want to give all the glory and honor to you. How about Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakakurash. All right. All right. So again, we're in, as we've been in, critical, critical times. We're in very critical times, economically, morally, you know, and it's important to lean on those foundational milk scriptures that are given to us. All right. You know, scriptures speak about being circumspect, you know, scriptures speak about uh basically spiritually paying attention, man. You know, measuring the times diligently. You know, all of these are very crucial foundational pieces that you got to have. You know, and of course, again, there are people that are waking up to this truth daily at this point. I believe at this point, a lot of people are coming to the conclusion that what we're saying is the truth every day, you know? So again, my lessons and all of our lessons aren't necessarily directed to, men like myself that's been doing this, damn near a decade, 2 decades and up. This is to the youth, to the young men and women as well. And I guess in the spirit where this lesson I've been meditating on is, this whole, you know, ironically, I guess I'm able to speak on this because you feel it when you wake up to this truth, you know, your zeal is high, you know, you're on fire. And that's beautiful. That's what it should be, you know. But with everything, even with cooking, right? What makes a pit master versus somebody that's just on the grill throwing some food on the grill? It's the ability to control that fire. A pit master can control that fire. He can raise his fire, he can lower it. He knows he understands grease fires, he understands all these elements, the fires that can affect his cooking. And that's where you got to be at. You want to be in control of your fire. You don't want to, your fire to have you all, you come into this and you just burning like a goddamn, you just on broil. You just on broil. You got to move with a pace, and you got to make adjustments along the way. And one of those adjustments along the way that I really am highlighting here is when you wake up to this truth, you realize how everything around you is tainted. That's what you feel. You're youthful. You just realize that this world is against you. It's working against you, and you feel like what your desires and aspirations were all evil. And you start to cast everything away. That's kind of the being a newborn creature. You'll cast it all away. I did. you know was it necessary in the spirit? Absolutely. But did it come at a cost? Absolutely. It came with a cost. you know we're at a time now where, especially to you younger men, and specifically you younger men, you know you can't make the same mistakes that a lot of us made, 5, 10, 15 years ago. You can't make those mistakes. You shouldn't make those mistakes. All right. We're in a financial straits. Food is expensive. Traveling is expensive. Everything is priced high. Shrinkflation, inflation, you name it. You can't afford to wake up to this truth and have this ability, because like I said, I just was meditating on this, that every last one of us, when we woke up to this truth, we thought the world was going to end, like this society was going to come to an end six months later. Well, let me tell you, somebody that's pushing 14 years in the camp, it doesn't work. That's just your zeal. Don't let your zeal, hey, that's the title of it. Don't let your zeal get you in trouble, man. Don't let your zeal offend you. You'll let your zeal become your worst nightmare because you didn't control your fire. You got to control the fire. That's why there's always written throughout the scriptures. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Let me get off this highway. Weather's terrible. This is not given, as the scriptures say, given to the mighty or the swift. It's not given to the swift. You're gonna come in, run your race, and retire, and that's it, because that's all you had to run. No, humans, human superpower is our ability to walk long distances. That's our superpower. Human superpower is literally the ability to marathon walk. A lot of tribes around the world, and pre guns and weapons of that nature, the tactic of taking down an animal was to just walk it down. Just keep walking down on it. They would walk down deers and gazelles and animals like that. Walk them down, like literally, just keep walking. Just keep. Oh, he gonna tire out. The anxiety will take out that goat or that whatever animal that you walking down. Same thing in the spirit. The Lord, our superpower in the spirit is our ability to marathon this. That's what the elect spiritual power, power is really. You got to be able to deal with this on a long term. Everybody come in thinking that they 11th hour Israelites, man. Everybody. You woke up to this in January. Now the all biblical prophecy gonna be fulfilled in your first 6 months to a year, because the idea, you're using that zeal in a way to overlook putting in the work. And that's, like I said, this lesson kind of seems like it's all over the place, because it is. It's because there's a spirit to walking this in the spirit, and just this is a part of your life. This is who you are. This is what you do. This is everything. You understand that you were born, created to endure this walk. You understand that, and as long as you gotta endure it, you want to endure it. Scriptures say no man knoweth the day, and you start to grasp that in reality. We prophesy in part and we know in part, and you just accept that, hey, when the Lord come back, he come back. I hasten the day. Don't If you take it what I'm saying as if like I want to be in this fucking place, then you're missing the message. This is about you not burning yourself out because you are always watching the clock. Just work. Think about that. When you're on a job, do you work the job or do you always every 10 minutes God damn, it's only 3:10. Fuck. And look at it. Oh shit, it's only 12, 3:13. Fuck. You going crazy. Work your work. Put in the work. All of it. All the work that's required of you in the spirit, the physical, every bit of it. Put the work in. When you read Proverbs 31 and it speaks about a virtuous woman, well, the scriptures say that the Lord likens where Israel unto a comely and beautiful woman. Jeremiah 6, excuse me. Matthew the 25th chapter likens the kingdom of heaven unto 5 wise virgins and 5 foolish virgins. Okay? Some were wise and some were foolish. You want to be a wise, like, so what am I saying here? So when you read about the virtuous woman, she was a hard working woman. She put the work in. Go down to go now to the way of the ants. Go now, however that scripture goes. I'm driving. Ants put in work. You don't want to be slothful. You don't want to be slothful, man. Because you come to the understanding that the Lord said that we're kings on the earth, we're kings and gods and all that. That gives you the ultimate excuse to just be a lazy, shiftless nigga, man. Then complain. Then complain. All right. I'm not talking to anybody directly. I'm just speaking in the spirit because, hey, you know what? Me myself, I can look back on myself and say, yeah, when you were in your youthfulness and your approach to this was not right because you don't want to do these things. You don't want to work. But what I'm realizing is it's not about not wanting to work. It's about the fulfillment of the work. It's about the fruit of the work. But that's not how a lot of Israelites operate and move and think like. A lot of you Israelites, and I'm just calling it out in the spirit. You don't want to put in the work. You don't want to work. That's whether that's a physical job. That's if you that's in the spiritual job of ours. That's too much, man. Shit. A lot of Israelites are lazy. 144. And I'm talking about Israel, the flesh and the spirit. But technically speaking, if you're not of the elect, even if you know you're an Israelite, you're still an Israelite of the flesh. So again, the Israel of the spirit is going to work. The elect understands this. The elect will understand this. That's really a major demon that's on Israel, man. And I'm talking just in general of our people. I'm not saying that our people don't put in work and talking these stereotypical points of lazy. No, I'm not even talking from that point. I'm literally talking about, our people don't have, not at this point, they don't really have a put your head down and just put the work in attitude. That's why I'm doing this lesson because I know in the spirit it's a lot of young men waking up to this truth. You in your year 1, year 2, year 3, you in your first. Listen, if you in your first 5 years, I'm really talking to you. You got work to do. You don't wake up to this truth and just decide that's when you hit the gas, hit the brakes. Like shit, well, Lord said, and then you'll apply that excuse to everything. Well, the Lord said He's gonna give us a pure language, so I don't got to spend time learning the Hebrew. So now you don't even know your alphabet, but you're a Hebrew Israelite. Well, the Lord said that He was gonna give us, so I don't really gotta, improve myself. He gonna give us new bodies, so I don't gotta work out and eat healthy. I don't got. You don't make excuse. That's the flesh. You don't want to be. You don't want to. Don't come into this walk to pick up bad habits like that, man. Because you a king. You a king. You just learned 24 months ago that you a king, or you are of a kingly people, and now you approach this world like the world owe you something, man. Go fuck yourself, really. Because that attitude is toxic. There's no place for it. What do you think we're gonna be doing in the kingdom? How do you got this? Like I say, this don't this cartoony approach to the kingdom of heaven. Yahweh Shai is in the heavens working. He said, "I go to prepare a place." Preparing a place is work. Everybody around us is working, but here it is. We in our captivity. We in the bottom of the barrel, working against all these things, principalities. But you feel like you don't gotta do shit. Respectfully, if that's what if you're offended by what I'm saying and you think that what I'm saying is out of line or whatever, really, that's on you. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Let scripture say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. If you want to be one of those brothers that want to sit back and you're just watching the clock pass by because you've made it up in your mind that this is we ain't gotta do none of that shit, man. Shit, the Lord gonna give us, the Lord gonna make us rich. The Lord gonna make us rich. We ain't gotta do shit. Okay. Then when you ain't got no money, then when you ain't got no money, you can't feed yourself. Scripture say you don't work, you don't eat. This is thus saith the Lord. But some way, somehow, Jake make up an excuse to just find a way to not do a goddamn thing. And this gives you the ultimate cope. I've seen it. I've felt it. I know it. Especially with you women as well, too. You women are even worse with this. I'm talking to the men, but really you women, you find out you're a Hebrew Israelite and you just become a cunt bitch on the earth. You just become a bitch. You become Cleopatra. You become some fucking demon bitch that just thinks that it's you're not supposed to lift an arm or a finger to do a motherfucking thing. 6 months ago, you was in America struggling your fucking ass off, couldn't figure out shit, and then you find out that you are a Hebrew Israelite, and that gives you all the excuse and the reasoning to just become lazy and become assholes, become ignorant assholes on the planet Earth. Mean, you just become mean, lazy, shiftless. The script. That's why the Lord said, "The greater thy are, the more humble you're supposed to be." I had a whole nother and I'll probably come back what I was really meditating on, but it's like the spirit took this somewhere else. It ain't time for that, man. And you know what? For my brothers, I'm over here in Decatur. For my brothers here in Atlanta, by the camp house, they know. And I'm just thinking, like, Jake be having, we was, even with myself, I don't got to talk about nobody. You watch the clock to the point where you don't do nothing. Like, man, we're gonna get out of here soon. And you know what happens with brothers that don't make that adjustment? You just be in that we're gonna get out of here soon. That gives you an excuse not to do nothing. Mentality. You get offended. I'm not even gonna say his name, but you in my camp, you know who I'm talking about. We had this Jake in our camp a few years ago at this point, and he was one of them other ones. Just he could never get his bearing. He could never get his footing in the senses of understanding that, hey man, you're gonna struggle. Sometimes that business is not gonna work for you. Sometimes you're not going. You get what I'm saying? It's a time and a place for everything. Job, but then they'd be too proud to work certain jobs. I'm too good for this. Nigga, I've cleaned human shit at my fucking job, man. And you know what and I'm saying it, throwing out there in the spirit where it'd be like, hey man, you know what? Sometimes the spirit of the Lord will throw you in situations, and that's where my pride gets checked. That's where there's a test of my humility. When I gotta do shit on a job where it's like, man, what the fuck? But hey, the job, and then there's blessings that come behind it. The Lord is trying you out. And I'm just talking about a carnal job. When Adam went off, the curse that was placed upon Adam was by the sweat of thy brow. By the sweat of thy brow you shall work. You got to work just as much as these women got to deal with period pains and birth pains and all of these different elements. We as men, you got to work, man. Then, then because you got this lazy ass spirit on you, then your woman don't want to fucking listen to you. Now she got Satan on her. You see how there's a reaction to every action? Now she got Satan. The scriptures tell you that if your woman, the scriptures tell you that in the apocrypha that if your woman basically gotta maintain you, that she'll begin to basically hate you because a woman wasn't created to do that. Now a woman is a helpmeet. Don't get it twisted. You women get it all fucked up too. Like I'm speaking to you in the senses of you're not supposed to lean on your woman all the goddamn time, man. You lean on her and get the fuck off of her if you got to. Like, damn, I'm fucked up. Hey, thank you, babe. I appreciate it. And you get right back up. You don't stay there. All these problems come from really that demon of that slothful, lazy demon, man. I've seen it. I've seen it, especially here in Atlanta, because this is a party city. This is a you know you want to be popping in the city. You want it's Black Hollywood. It's all everything that you could think of. Y'all know most of y'all been here. Y'all or you aspire to come here. Let's keep it real. So what happens? You come out of this world, you come into this truth, and then you let the worldly demons attack you in the senses of me feeling like you the women ain't chasing after you because of XYZ. All of these different demons come in and attack you. And a lot of they fall victim to it. They fall victim to it. I'm too good for that. Okay. If you say so, if you say so, you're right. Who am I I gotta say that's another point of this too. It's like, hey man, I'm just putting it out there. If what I'm saying doesn't apply, let it fly. If you're not liking what I'm saying, I don't whatever. I don't really fucking care. Apocrypha and one of my favorite scriptures of Ecclesiastes 37. It says basically consult not with it gives you all these options, way people you shouldn't consult with. And one specifically is basically a slothful man in the matters of business, man. Certain people, you just whatever, man. Time is moving. You be better off to take advantage of the fact that time is moving by than actually just sitting back and letting time beat your ass, man. Everybody be ignorant. It's a matter of you don't want to lean, you don't want to tempt the Lord either. Lord give us all this opportunity and time to get shit together, get shit right, concentrate on something. He gonna throw hurdles and hiccups in your plan because we're in Babylon, we're in captivity, but he wants to see you push. Yeah, I know it in the spirit. That's why men fall out. You got a spiritual alarm clock on, and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. It's a spiritual alarm clock, and when that clock go off, you pretty much that's it for you. Man, fuck, man. I came in the truth in 2012, and man, it's 2018, man. What the fuck, man? I didn't see. Then them demons come in. I didn't sign up for all this. Well, shit, you didn't? Okay. You say if you say so. Yeah, man. I came in at 2020, man. What the fuck, man? It's 2016, almost 2017, man. I gave up this. I gave up that. I didn't do this. What the fuck? Who told your stupid ass to stop living? Who told your stupid ass to stop not moving forward? The Lord told us to keep building. Work, occupy, nigga. That's what the Lord told us to do. You took it upon yourself to sit on your ass and not do nothing because you realized that you were king on the earth. That's why I say a lot of you, you're not kings. You're high chair tyrants. Look that up. You're not kings. A lot of you are just immature high chair tyrants. When you put your child in a high chair like a toddler, cookies. I want milk. I want to watch it. That's what a lot of you have that spirit. You're not kings. You're not front line or nothing. You're not setting the precedent. You're not setting standards. You're not keeping standards. Don't be that person, man. Don't be that person. From an older brother to you younger brothers, man. Don't allow what you've learned to turn you into a no ambitious, lazy nigga. You just give up. Oh, well, shit, we're gonna be out here in the next 5 years, so I ain't really ain't gotta do shit. So really, I'm just gonna this world is crumbling. We have the trade inside scoop. So that means we should be ahead of the head of the wave. We should be ahead of the wave. Nope. Yeah, that's this lesson, man. I know I'm rambling, but I'm just in the spirit of that. Really, like, hey, man, don't let the honey of this knowledge make you into being a lazy, shiftless, slothful nigga to the point that when it does become bitter in your belly, the bitterness just sets in. It hardens you. You just become hardened in the bitterness. You just become disgusted. You hate it. You become a Brandon T. Jackson type of individual. You don't get what you thought out of this in the first 24 months. So you just become angry and hateful. Whatever thy do, do it with all thy might. That's everything. You're supposed to go hard. Because you know what? The Lord blessed you to be an Israelite. You're one of the only, we are literally one of the only nations that could go hard. We go hard, man, when we lock in. And that's what the Lord created us to be. Lock in. Lock into your life. Scriptures say, hey, I've said this. Hey, anybody listen to my page, notice, man. Scriptures speak about us being a base and a bound. But that don't mean you got to be a base the whole goddamn time, man. And some of our base moments are going to be longer than others, and some men's abound moments are going to be longer than others or shorter. However, it's according to the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Lord want to see us get up, man. Like, hell yeah, man. Look at my servant, man. I've been throwing all this on his back. Did more weight, and he's just handling it. He don't make excuse. He stand up with it. And the Lord see that, man. The Lord want us to stand up. Yada, yada, like I say, I'm just in that spirit, man. I seen men come and go. And the conclusion of the matter is they thought they was too good for something. Too good to live somewhere. Too good to deal with the load. If that's you, then you don't want to check it. You still got that I'm too good for a spirit in certain cases. Get it. You got to have a standard. I'm not saying not to have a standard. Uh, But that you know what if you don't know, like really, if you don't know what I'm saying, and really click off, man. You ain't really got the patience for certain shit, really. Jake become lazy, too good, and then you cover it up with bullshit ass excuses. I'm shy. I'm dead. All right, man. What the fuck are we talking about? That's why I said I'm not even really talking. I'm talking to specifically younger men. One of the most memorable lessons the apostles and elders did right before I came into the truth. It was like 20, right before I came into the camp, like 2013. It's a balance. And that's what they were speaking on then. You don't want to, you got to watch out for Jake that be super business mentality. Everything is about money. I'm not pushing that. Number one, none of which of what I've said right here has anything to really, has nothing to do with directly with money. I'm speaking to a spirit of actually wanting to put the effort in to work, whether that's actually working a job, whether that's putting in the work with yourself, working out, putting in the work with your family, working on problems. You any type of fucking work, man. But in the same lesson, the apostles and elders were pushing the fact that, like, man, you got to have a hustle about you. You got to have a spirit of hustle. You got to have a get up and go get it type of attitude. The Lord and I, look, that's why I said that's what the virtuous woman was. That's why it's a joke when majority of these women talk about they virtuous women. They literally read Proverbs 31 and the first two verses and stop. They don't read the other parts about the woman waking up before the family and doing this and doing that, and she works with her hands, and she saw a piece of land and bought a piece of land for her husband, and they don't see that part. That's a hard working woman. Hell, on my job, nobody outworks me. Nobody outworks me. They know that. But I tell you what, outside of me, I'm not beyond myself. Ain't nobody out working the women on my job. It's 2 or 3 women on my job. They work in circles around the men at my job. Because a lot of men, you just don't have any assertiveness. You don't have any ambitiousness to you. You always gotta wait for somebody to tell you what to fucking do. You don't even know how to anticipate a need. That's really the work too. You're mentally anticipating a need. I'm like, nah, this could happen. Seeing something before it happens. Like, nah, you know what, bros? Hey, letting bros know. Like I do this. Every brothers in my camp know this. I'm one of the main ones. I'm out the house on Saturdays before camp. Even if I'm not working, I'm downtown before brothers get down there. So I be like, hey, reporting live with your traffic update. Traffic is heavy. Be mindful of this. That's anticipated. And nobody ain't had it. Hey, I didn't have to ask an elder in the camp. Hey, you think I should start telling the camp the traffic downtown so they could, adjust their travel times accordingly? You think I should do that? No, I just did it. Present yourselves as men. Men do this is really what I'm talking about, is what men do. Gird up thy loins and be men. Men work. That's why Esau set up this bullshit ass world and made the most stupidest niggas of our people, men and women, famous that don't do anything. So you've all got this demon where you think that you're gonna be famous for doing something stupid and do little to no work in the name of it. That's what all of Israel. That's the main demon that Israel has on them. Every nigga think they gonna get rich quick. Every nigga got a plan that they gonna turn January 1st to June 1st into them making a kabillion dollars, man. Don't bring that spirit in the truth, man. Everything that you learn in this truth, you should apply to yourself in your life everywhere. The wisdom of this truth towards your family, the wisdom of how you deal with coworkers, the wisdom of how you deal with your family, how you deal with yourself. All of that wisdom is found in the scriptures. It's just a matter of actually applying it and applying it with patience. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jake really just a citizen by nature, meant to be governed, not a king setting the standard. Show. Yeah, that's why there's 144,000. That's why it's 144,000. The 2/3 of the nation of Israel are followers. They're just evil followers. Because if you can't grasp what I'm saying in the spirit and know that this is what it is, I don't know I really don't know what to tell you. I really don't. I'm not even talking. Like I said, I'm not talking about anybody directly around me. I'm not, because all the brothers around me are hardworking men. They're hardworking men. It's one brother. Hey, I'll say it. I say, you know what? I'm good for giving. Yes, why because they deserve it, man. Ra'ab Amath in my camp, man. Y'all brothers know, if y'all know. That's a hardworking man. It's a hardworking man. He put the work in according to his measure within the camp and in his life. He's a hardworking man. And we're blessed to have a hardworking man like that around us. He sets a tone for the spirit of being a hard worker, taking care of business. It's needed. So yeah, I'm just saying, man. And because we brother, you don't want to be a burden onto brothers. I feel better. You know what? It's gonna be a crazy concept to say and to think about when you really think about it, but I feel better asking for help when I'm doing for myself, if that makes sense. for myself and I fall short, like something fucked up happened. I was short. Hey bro, hey, I need my cell phone paid because da 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 da. But you doing everything else, and I feel completely different than when you really down on your ass, man. Sometimes you be down on your ass. And I've been in positions too where you ain't got no motion, ain't nothing going on for you. You're just stuck in the mud, like trying to figure it out. That's when you feel low, like, man, what the fuck, man? And that be part of the test too. You feel that, so you start. I know with me, I don't know if you like me, you feel that, you be like, man, I'm not putting myself in this situation ever again. There's nothing wrong with that. The water Yahabashim Yah was shot for brotherhood and having men to help me when I'm down bad. But I'm taking advantage of that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'd rather give more than I take. I'd rather give. I'd rather be in a position to give than to take. But you gotta work to get to that position. Some men abuse it. Just sit on their ass, man. They just sit on their fucking ass, man. And you expect everybody to pick up the slack for them and do everything for them. Everything. I'm about to close up here, but another subject that leads to another subject that I was meditating. I'm just gonna do it right here because almost to where I gotta be at. Hey man, you gotta start moving smart with your employment, man. I don't if you don't live in a city like how I live in, I live in Atlanta. Everybody knows we are notoriously known for our traffic and our commuting. This world is doing something. It's pushing people around. It's corralling the people. As you've heard, if you haven't, if you've been under a rock, or you may be new here, so let me just present this to you. They are in the process of making these cities into 15-minute cities. That's not just some of these cities. That's all of these major cities. That's Atlanta, Miami, Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville. That's, Charlotte, DC. Any major city, the plans is to push it into being a 15-minute city. I could show you. I'm not gonna pick my phone up, but even where I'm at right now in the city, and I'm in Atlanta, right? They got apartment buildings and then the grocery store underneath it, restaurants, a club, gym. Everything's supposed to be in your vicinity. We are Esau in this society is pushing us in two directions. You got to make a choice. And I'm saying this right now in the spirit of, hey man, a lot of men, you got to start really seeing what it is and making decisions. Stop being all over the place and then stressed out. So for instance, what do I mean? You apply this to your city, but I'm gonna use my city's parts to make sense of it. If you work in Gwinnett County, you should live in Gwinnett County, man. All this, you live in Gwinnett County and you work in Clayton County. You live in Gwinnett and you work in Clayton. You know what I'm saying? And you all this all over the place. You got to start centralizing yourself. You got to centralize yourself in a way that kind of allows you to be able to maneuver and deal with this world until we get the fuck out of here, man. This isn't like 10 years ago, 15 years ago in these cities where it's just, you could just, I live over here, I work over here, I commute from here to commute to there, and nah, man, that's the shit that's killing us all. That's the shit that's stressing us the fuck out. Taking away free time, taking away your ability to do other things. See, that goes into work smarter, not harder. I'm promoting the spirit of working, but I don't mean being a dumbass. You work hard at an $8 an hour job, man. Man, I'm working fucking hard, man. But my money ain't making sense. No shit, man. You make 825 in 2026 and you live in a major city. The fuck you think it was gonna do? Work smarter. If commuting is killing you, then move accordingly. You gotta be smart. You gotta be wise. That's why I say this truth does not give you an excuse to be lazy and to become dumber. A lot of men just become dumber. You know a little bit, so you use it to try to flex on people and make yourself seem smarter. But really, when it comes down to figuring out and maneuvering this world, you really be dumb as hell, man. We all struggling. We all gotta figure it out. But that doesn't mean that you just throw your hands in the air and just well, fuck it, I don't know, and then you leave it up for your fuck ups to figure it out for you, or somebody else got to figure you getting out of your situation or predicament. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. All right, I'm about to close up here, but man, that's where we shine at, man. Ain't nobody in Israel outworking us. And I'm part of Great Millstone. Ain't nobody outworking Great Millstone. We put in the work. Then you know what? On top of that, going into the other elements in my job, I work, man. I don't like that lazy shit. All right. So with that, I'm gonna close this up. I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Shalom. Hey, shalom to all y'all that tuned in. Hey man, let's keep working, man. Shalom.